yesterday's P or Asia session. Since I didn't do a recap of it, and then today's Asia session trade. And yesterday I actually took a loss on Nasdaq. I'm pretty sure it was like um back here. I wanted to take a short. I don't have it like marked up, but I think it was here. Yeah. It was right here. We tapped into the previous day point of control, and then consolidated for a little bit, which should be like a already like a red flag. Once we come across this above this level, and we start consolidating, building volume and acceptance above that level. That kind of is a bullish signature in this scenario. So me trying to short this down, I just wanted like a one-to-one. But we had these two levels aligning in the top VWAP band, so it was you know, an A plus setup technically, but the bias was just incorrect, and I got tagged in right there, and I've had a 25-point stop. Literally, I'm pretty sure, yeah, my TP got edged here, so it was pretty unfortunate. TP got edged once I got filled here, and then we just ran, straight to stop loss. So that was the first trade of the day actually. And then I switched to, after that I was like just confuzzled on gold or on Nasdaq. So I stopped looking at that shit. Bro, where the fuck? Oh, I forgot. But then I hopped onto gold, and like this is a trade that I usually won't take, but in this scenario we gapped up. We had an unfilled gap, and we were above all these levels, so we only had the current developing profile to base my trades off of. And so I just used the current value area high and this top VWAP band here, and I wanted to target what's it called, the point of control here. I don't know where the fuck this is. Okay, yeah, I got in like around here. Once we tap that top VWAP band, stop loss protected at the high above the value area low, or a value area high, sorry, and then this high volume node right here as well. So stop loss is protected. I got in around there, consolidated for a bit around that level, but the top of the VWAP held and TP got hit for like fucking 1 to 3 almost, and that was the trade that I took yesterday. And then the trade that I took today, it was like honestly very, like, the delivery was bad, but it was still like a really good trade in my opinion. So coming into Asia session, I didn't see anything on the indices on ES or NQ, so I swapped to here, and I saw that we had a pretty evenly distributed profile on the previous session. So I was initially just looking at bounce back into this range, and I honestly expected price to just consolidate here throughout Asia because of this. But we ended up going lower. You know, can't predict the market fucking 100% of the time. But we had stacking levels here. So we had this previous day value area low right here, and then the overnight sessions value area high that we broke above, and then use it as support. So we got two stacked levels, and as well as this, the edge of this high volume node, or this evenly distributed profile. This is basically the edge of it. Little high volume node here, so I placed my stop loss below that, which is honestly a really good stop loss placement. You'll see, it's important to note out these little high volume nodes here, just to have like a correct placement on your stop loss so you don't get wicked out, because you're not gonna bottom take and top take these levels 100% of the time. So just to be safe, well, I got in right there, and I was literally in drawdown for majority of this trade here. I was looking to target the current session value area low for like I think it was like a 1-to-1, and it ended up moving to 1-to-1. But yeah, this consolidated. We come back down and retest like this high volume node right here, at the edge of this, and eventually during 9 p.m. open is whenever we got that volatility, to the upside. And I actually got out because the value area low of the current session, it was like up here at first. It kept moving down, obviously, as the volume develops. And I ended up taking it off around here for like a 1-to-1. So let me get out of replay mode. You can see the execution. Um, yeah, I got out around there for a 1.1 risk reward. Just one contract, looking for base hits. And yeah, ended up literally just selling off, and now we're accumulating near the overnight point of control. Makes sense. But something I wanted to note out on indices is, where is it? Yesterday, after I took my gold trade, we actually bottom ticked the fuck, yeah, right here. Like, you literally cannot make this shit up, bro. We have this previous day value area low right here, right? This level. Let me mark it out. We come back down. This was during London after I was done trading, so didn't take the shit. Not only did we tap it right here, literally like bottom ticked it once, but when we came down to retest it, we also had this other level right here, so it was stacked up. We had two levels here: the current session value area low, and the previous day value area low, right here. We come back. This would have been an insane entry. We literally bottom tick it and instantly pump up. Like, these levels are not random, and then we reject off of VWAP right there. Like, the accuracy you can get with these levels sometimes is crazy. Look at this shit. Literally 0 drawdown on the VWAP, and then like 6 points, 6-7 points of fucking drawdown on this. Like, you know, the risk reward if you were to target VWAP on this, if you place the limit at this low with 15 points off, whatever it may be, yeah, you could have gotten some insane. Obviously, I don't trade like this majority of the time. I just look for 1-to-1s, lower RR with higher win rate. But still, this is something I noticed, and I saw this shit like after I was locked out and I didn't trade. I was literally watching for this level, and this shit literally bottom ticked. All you need is a piece of the pie. After that, we just came back down, did whatever. This was still a good trade, to scalp. It's literally all you need, bro. This move is like nearly 100 points, 400 ticks. Like, it's insane. But that was a little trade recap for today. You know, some light, just a quick little trade, and then I'm done for the day. And